Oh, we're back. Okay. Yeah, it took a while to upload. It took like 2 hours or so to upload that last video. See, this thing only handles up to 2 gigabytes. And once you get like 20 minutes or so, man, it stops. So, that's why I did what I did. Incidentally, that's Harry. I'm Stoner, wearing the same shirt I was wearing yesterday and in the last video. And this is part 2 of Sunday's stuff I got at Rizzo's. Yes. Man, you know, it is what it is, so I shall carry on, as it were. The last time I showed you this album. Soundtrack to Any Which Way You Can. Clint Eastwood and the Orangutan. Funny movie. Not as good as the first one, but still good. Still in a shrink. $1. Just like us. Power Generators and Mono. Featuring, of course, Mark Lindsay. And it's on July Columbia, Mono. This is also says From Where the Action Is. I remember watching that when I was a kid. It was on in the afternoons. Now this thing here says right here, it says it's a promo album. Okay. But there's nothing on the jacket that declares that this is a promotional album, so that's Columbia for you. Let's see. Now this I found very interesting. I already have Renaissance Novella, but this one has a different jacket, and it's still a U.S. version, but this has a different jacket. I should have got the other one to show you. I mean, I've had plenty of time. But yeah, very cool, man. You know, I saw that, you know, it's this Novella, and I think that's not the jacket that I'm used to. But yeah, it's got the same exact tracks on it, so whatever. Hey, I'm easy. It's a buck, you know. This is my second album by this band, this Canadian band. The name of the album is Dreams, Dreams, Dreams. It's Chilliwack. Good Canadian band. Very good Canadian band. And this is on Mushroom label. And let's see, there's an inner sleeve as well, if I can get the thing out. Chilliwack. It's a good Canadian band. I like them. This is produced by Mike Fisher, the same guy who did the early albums by Heart. Very cool. I don't see too many Chilliwacks around anymore. Not where I go anyway. Next album. This is a duplicate. This is in its fantastic freaking shape, man. This is Spiels by Stephen Spiels. Very cool. Columbia. And it does have a lyric sheet on the inner sleeve. I just recently got this. And I found this copy, which is like really clean. Really clean copy. Vinyl and jacket. So. Next is one I used to have when it came out. This is another somewhat of a grail, not a high on my list, but still one that I really wanted a lot. Oasis of Sun Hollow, John Anderson from Yes. If I'm not mistaken, this is his first solo album. Very cool jacket, man. Very, very cool. And let's see, this has the inner sleeve as well, but they have a different sleeve, a different inner sleeve for it, so you can preserve. It's such great artwork, man. Such great artwork. And you got the label. Very cool. And the album looks fantastic, too. Yeah, I remember having this long time ago when it came out. And I really like it. I'm not a big Yes fan, but I like Yes. And this is like a Yes album. It's fantastic. I love that artwork. I know I said it before, but I'll probably say it again, too. And this last one, I went all over Discogs. I went all over, tried to find out who in the heck this is. If anybody out there has any idea who this is, please let me know. I picked it up because I knew it was Japanese, but I have no idea who this is or what type of music it is. Could be classical music. It's on Columbia, Sony Columbia. The number is 15AG and 686. Like I say, I've looked all over Discogs and there's nothing there at all. So maybe I'll drop a needle on it and try and see what I've got here. Like I say, I have no idea what this is, man. But I think it's very cool. Very cool looking. Very cool. Now, the time that I spent waiting for this last video to upload, I said I'd, drop the needle, as it were, and listen to a couple albums and stuff, plus eat a little lunch. But I checked this out. I showed earlier, Grateful Dead, the best of Grateful Dead, Skeletons from the Closet, on, as I say, white vinyl, bone vinyl. Really good. It sounds really good. The bass is nice bass, nice treble. Everything's evenly balanced. The only problem I found with it was the first track, which is The Golden Road to Unlimited Devotion, which is off the first album. It was a little muffled. That could have been just a recording of it. It certainly wasn't depressing because everything else sounded fantastic. So, if you happen to see this, it's an excellent pressing. Highly recommend it. Second, when I said it was a grail that I didn't know I wanted, which was Mother Earth, Living with the Animals. Not a bad album, I have to say, not a bad album. There are certain drawbacks for me with this. It has to do with the R.P. St. John Jr. vocals. He can't sing, man. I'm sorry. He can't. To me, he can't sing. But Tracy Nelson is fantastic on this. The band is really good on this. I really like it. But when St. John, R.P. or whatever the hell his name is, R.P. St. John, sings, I cringe. Not as much as when Mark Slaughter sings, but that's a different scenario for a different time. But it's not a bad album. It's a pretty good album. A lot of blues stuff in here, some R&B, and I like it. Except for when he sings. She's fantastic though. Sugarloaf. Very cool album. Very, very cool album. The 6+ minute version of Green Eyed Lady is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. They do an instrumental version of Train Kept a Rollin', you know, the old Yardbird song. Not that good. It's okay, but it's not, you know, it's not Yardbird's good, and it's not Aerosmith good. But it's okay. Then they do a melody of Bach Dormans, excuse me, and Chest Fever. Very cool, very proggy. Bach Dorman is basically some Bach, and use that as the intro to an instrumental of Chest Fever. Very cool, very cool, very psychedelic. Some psychedelia, hard rock to it, classical rock. Very cool. West of Tomorrow, very cool song. Gold and the Blues, very, very cool. And Things Gonna Change Some. That's what it's called. Things Gonna Change Some. I can't see that well, so. Pretty decent. That's a little Zappa in there. It's very cool. But yeah, I recommend this one. I believe it's their debut album. I didn't know until I read the liner notes these guys were from Colorado. I did not know that. And that they had been practicing been playing for like 10 years separately. You know, they're well-trained musicians. And yeah, this Grail is worth waiting for. So it's kind of a review and stuff that I did, you know. You getting tired, Harry? Yeah, this is the most exciting video here. I had fun today. I said in my previous video, I've been really blessed, man. Finding all these records and stuff, and I'm making some great friends when I'm out there. You guys do that too. You know, when you're out there digging and stuff, whether it's like at flea markets or record stores or even a yard sale. If somebody's there with you, you know, you don't know, it's digging as well. Be friends, man. Be friendly with them. You know, you never know who you're gonna find. You know, you might find some really nice people out there, and I've had people, you know, we're digging through stuff, and I'm like, wow, that's cool. And it's like, oh, here, you want it? You know, it's stuff like that. And I do the same thing. If somebody sees, you know, if I have something somebody really likes, I'll hand it to them, you know. There's no sweat off me, man. And that's what you do with the vinyl community, you know. It's not just, you know, this little box, you know, that we're in with the videos and stuff. It's the whole world out there, you know. When you're out there in the wild, man, you know, and if you get somebody that's a vendor someplace, you get to know the guy, you talk to him, and he gets to like you and stuff, he'll show you some deals, you know, he'll give you a break. You know, that's what happens with me. So, it's just what it is, you know. It's like a golden rule, you know. You treat people the way you want to be treated. It's simple, not complicated. You know, this world's, you know, the way this world is now, you know, we got to stick together, man. You know, not try to tear everything apart. And that's what's going on in this world. So, do what you can to keep it all together. Love one another. You know, it's what you got to do, man. And there's the old hippie just coming out of me, so. Well, time for a little Sasquatch. And the old hippie to go. I got to upload this thing. It's going to take a while, so. You guys take care, all right? Peace, love. Stay cool. Eat your popsicles, eat your ice cream, man. Keep cool, okay? It's getting freaking warm out here. So, peace, man.